Now let's look at how we find highest common factor of letters, in algebra. So for example, we're supposed to work out the highest common factor of xy squared and xy to the power 4. The first thing you need to do is try to write the index or the term in the long format. So xy squared actually means x times y times y. Then do the same for xy to the power 4. That is x times y times y times y times y. So what we do is, once you've done that, you check all the common terms. So you can see that x times y is the same as x times y here. So you call this common product. So the common product now becomes your highest common factor. So highest common factor will now be x times y, which is x y to the power 2xy squared. Let's look at the second example. So we need to work out the highest common factor of a squared b to the power 5 and a cubed b to the power 4. So you're going to write these index terms in the long format. So a squared b to the power 5 is a times b times b times b times b times b. Do the same for the second term. And in the long format is a times a times a times b times b times b. So now let's check the common terms. You can see a times a times a, b times b times b times b, b times b times b times b. Now these two are not common. So at the end we carry out all the common product, and that becomes our highest common factor. So highest common factor here is a squared b to the power 4. Now with these two examples, we can deduce some sort of rule of thumb here. In terms of indices or letters, always the common letters with the smallest index is what you pick as your highest common factor. The smallest term, the letters with the smallest index. For example, you can see x1 and x1, so obviously x is the highest common factor. Y squared, y4, y squared is smaller, so that is y is the highest common factor. The same, a squared, a cubed, a squared is the smallest. b5, b4, b4, that's the smallest. So let's look at more examples.